Let me first congratulate all Manchester City fans. Congratulations to all Manchester City fans. You know why I'm congratulating you guys? It is because of what happened to Manchester City last season. The humiliation for City last season was too much. At a point, I was even pitying Pep Guardiola. I was like, this is too much now. But now, the team is now looking like they are finally back. So the Premier League have just begun. The Premier League have just started, and it is going to be a two-horse race between Manchester City and Arsenal. In fact, I will prefer to add Liverpool than to add Chelsea. People that are always celebrating a draw, they are not in the title race category. They are in the top 4 category, and this is not even a banter. So Man City fans, you guys just have to hope that Erling Haaland stays fit all season, because it will be crucial for you guys in the Premier League title race. You have now scored 19 Premier League goals this season. Manchester City team is now looking very good and they are ready for the Premier League title race. But I still believe Arsenal is some steps ahead of Manchester City. Let's look at the previous Manchester City team that won everything. They had injuries. They suffered some injuries. Kevin De Bruyne, he was a key player in that team and he had injury. John Stones had injury. Phil Foden had injury. In fact, there was a time Ederson was not the one in the goalpost. And that team did not felt those impacts. They were still getting results. But you can't say the same of this current Manchester City team. Look at Arsenal this season. We had injuries. And we are still even struggling with injuries. And we are going. We are surviving. Victor Gyökeres, Mosquera, Gabriel, Havertz, Saka, even Martin Odegaard, they all had injuries. And the team is still going. We are still getting results. I'm very sure Manchester City cannot survive if Haaland, Foden and Ruben Dias get injured. I'm very sure they cannot survive it. And this is something that will surely happen because there are too many matches. Look at Jeremy Doku. He's out injured now for 3 weeks. Imagine Phil Foden and Ruben Dias also get injured. And this is a situation that will happen because they will even be going for international duty. And players will come back from international duties with injuries. So this is why I'm still saying Arsenal have a better team than Manchester City this season. Even Pep Guardiola knows this. Although the AFCON could be a blessing for Manchester City. In fact, it is a blessing for Manchester City. Because Aït-Nouri and Mamouche, they are not getting enough playing time in this Manchester City team this season. And surely the two of them will be in the first 11 of their team in the African Cup of Nations. And they can get a good form. And they can possibly return to Manchester City with a good form. And this will bring more competition to the Manchester City team. And this is a very good one for Manchester City. So the AFCON is like a blessing for Manchester City. So Manchester City is playing next weekend away from home against Nottingham Forest.